Okay, recently purchased this Windbooster throttle controller for my S550 Mustang. I find that the Mustang's got a little bit of lag behind it, and hoping that by the installation of this device it may sort it out. So let's have a look what comes in the box. We have the little Windbooster display. The one I've chosen is a 3S9 mode, so probably one of the more recent ones. There's a few others out. This is about mid-range. In Australia, it's around about $250 Australian on ebay.com.au. So small little thin device there, so that will obviously be mounted somewhere on the dash. And then we just have the harness. So basically this goes in line with the pedal, with the throttle pedal or the accelerator pedal control. So we undo the plug on the accelerator pedal, plug that into the accelerator pedal, plug the other end into the cable harness, and that is pretty much it. Run the cable back up through the dash and then plug this connector into the side of that, and they reckon it's about 5-minute install. So I'll give that a shot. I'll give you some photos and information on that install as well later on. Okay, for the installation part, I've decided to mount the Windbooster in the center of the dash about here. So I've made a little bit of a standoff so it sits flush. Just add a bit of timber, paint it black. I'll have it sitting there, but I wanted to show really the routing of the cable. So what I've done is I've taken off this bottom cover. There's a plastic piece that runs down the bottom there. Literally just prise it out with your fingers, pop that off. Then you'll need to pop off this bezel here out of this other trim piece that holds the lights and all that. So it's an 8mm bolt that's in there. So you go undo that, take that 8mm bolt out, or 8 or 7, I think it was a 7mm actually, 7mm, pop that out. And after that you can just pop that with your fingers with the clips. Just be careful not to bust it, because now I've put it back in place a bit tight, but the cable basically runs down the back here and runs out, and it exits here at the back behind the pedal boxes there. So the next stage is now to wire that in, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've just finished the install of my Windbooster on my Mustang. Couple of things, couple of tips with regards. As you can sort of see, I've mounted mine in the center of the dash here. You got to give this a good clean with some sort of alcohol, otherwise the double-sided tape won't stick. Also, the throttle controller plug at the bottom, the throttle accelerator cable, you flick the little red tab up and have to wiggle it out. It's a bit hard, so you just got to be a bit brave and try to get that out. But as you can sort of see, I've routed it around, and it goes behind this lighting binnacle here. I've notched that a little bit behind there on the gauge. There's a bit of meat there, so you can actually just notch it out with a little bit with a Dremel to run the cable so it's not pinching the cable. Enough that you can drop it straight down behind the accelerator cable. So I just like a clean look without cables and all that sort of stuff. So, and that's the best, I think that's the best spot for it. It's very low profile and it fits well. So yeah, overall I'm pretty happy. I've just taken it for a drive, and it is amazing. Obviously this doesn't give you any extra horsepower or anything like that. It's just purely the throttle response, but it livens up the Mustang like you wouldn't believe. So yeah, if there's any questions, drop me a line in the comment section. I'll help you as much as I can. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the performance so far. I'll run with it for the next few weeks and see how it goes. Yep, thanks.